This is Kathy Biehl of Empowermentunlimited.net with Astro-Insight for the week of January 28th, 2018. So the year got off to a really contemplative and work-focused start, but boy, is that giving way now to an incredible firing up of energy and passion. Probably you've been feeling there's some things in your life that just aren't fitting, or you're completely done with them. You are so past them, so over them. And they would have to do with areas in which either you're being stifled or someone's not appreciating or seeing your uniqueness or the contribution you're making to a situation. This week, we have a lunar eclipse, a full moon, a supermoon very close to the Earth. And if you want to get really poetic about it, it's also a blue moon, the second full moon in the month of January. Again, in the sign of Leo, it's a total lunar eclipse, and it is our first measuring point since the total solar eclipse, also in Leo, 2/3 of the way through August of last summer. So this is where you get to see how you're feeling about everything that has transpired since then, particularly from the point of view of what is your life saying about you and your own worth? Are you doing things that are right? Are you around people who appreciate you? Are you expressing your own natural creativity? And let's factor this in among all of the Capricorn planets. Are you having fun? It's going to be a boisterous, loud, rowdy week with lots of revelations, lots of doors slamming, probably some people leaving. You'll feel switches flipping inside of you and situations changing permanently. Do not freak. This is all ultimately really for the good. Women's issues are going to be really heavy in this. Big surprise. Possibly concepts of mothering, who's responsible for what, how we nourish each other, how we nourish ourselves. The actual event is on the 31st, but the energies have already been building and they will continue to play out into the summer. We've got a massive, formal, engraved, on a silver platter delivery of a cosmic invitation to allow yourself to want, to allow yourself to have what you want, and to dream bigger and bigger and bigger. This is not a time to be living in a corner, a concept that you will hear again in a few minutes. Right after the eclipse, Mercury, the planet of communication and transportation, takes off into Aquarius, and we find it actually really easy to talk somewhat objectively about all of these things, maybe to even dart away from some of the incredible intense feelings we have seen dredged up lately and the, volatile, incendiary, maybe even slightly toxic information and emotions and underpinnings that have been surfacing. And the rest of the immediate aftermath to the eclipse is going to be pretty, dynamic, which if you've been following me for a while knows is a code word for complicated and challenging. We're not going to just sit and coast and eat ice cream and drink wine and watch TV at night, happy in our little cozy corners of the world. Nope. Sorry, impulses are firing that will keep all of our issues live and burning just below the surface and coming at us, tugging at us everywhere we turn. There's no escape. Consider this productive discomfort. Probably also very motivating, probably leading you to talk about a lot of things and to kick some things in motion. So watch for doorways, watch for openings, and watch for opportunities to talk and put a lot into action. One big theme as we careen into the weekend will be putting order and structure on what our hearts are going after. In some instances, this may feel like a wall has sprung up out of nowhere. If you saw the fairly recent movie remake of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, this is the moment the party lands on the planet where weird boards keep popping up out of the ground and hitting them in the head. Some situations will feel like that. Others will interject delay or hurdles into situations, and in other situations, there will be an increasing demand to put structure on it. So if you've had a situation that's been kind of dancing around the issue of commitment, watch for that to come up. Watch for the pressure pushing you into jumping into it or cutting it loose. This is just the beginning of eclipse season. Next week, we'll still be in the gauntlet, and then there is a really big solar eclipse in the middle of February, which will catapult us even further onto our paths. Homing thought of the week. Nobody puts baby in the corner. Song of the week, This Little Light of Mine, I'm going to let it shine. And the image of the week is resistance training. You'll find more information about all of this at my site, Empowermentunlimited.net, where I already have the forecast posted for the Leo full moon lunar eclipse, and where if you sign up for my mailing list, you will get a copy of my Jupiter in Scorpio quick reference guide as a thank you. And of course, you can also book a session with me. Talk to you next week.